Hey y'all, it is Teen It Saturday, and today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite things, Darling magazine. I've seen a few other people on YouTube talk about this magazine. I actually learned about it when Ingrid Nilsson talked about it, and I checked it out a little bit, and it seemed kind of cool, but I didn't subscribe to it for a while. I did buy her copy, but I ended up subscribing to it after a while just because it's so good. This is the most recent one, edition of it. It has this person on the cover. I can't remember what her name is. They always have a really cool cover. As you can see, it's like kind of bookish. It kind of fits the aesthetic of Kinfolk, but I think it's a way better magazine than Kinfolk, honestly. The articles are about more than just surface stuff, things that people actually have to deal with every day rather than just vague ideas. And, you know, I'm not saying vague ideas are a bad thing, but if that's the only thing your magazine focuses on, I'm not going to be as into it as I am with Darling, because Darling approaches real issues like racism and women's rights and body shaming and all sorts of things, and also what it means to be a woman and what it means to have a home or stuff like that, which I really like. And it talks about seeing our differences as just differences rather than changes in quality of a human being, because a human being is always worth so much, and that's very obvious that that's truly what the editors of Darling believe, and that's gonna come through. If you're trying to avoid an issue, that's going to be obvious. And I don't see any issues that Darling is avoiding. They're running headfirst into things like racism and stuff like that. Another thing that I really like about it is that they don't retouch any of the models in their magazine. I just think it's great. You know, it's one thing to cover up flaws with makeup, but it's another thing to have 100% unrealistic body standards. And Darling is doing what they can to make sure, like, our children or whoever don't have to deal with the unrealistic body standards that we have in the world today. The articles are easily digestible. They're not necessarily too long. The photos are so good. The artistry is clear in the photos, that they've made the effort to seek out talented artists rather than just going with a budget. And the same is clear from the articles. And I like how many of the articles, the author is the person who is being photographed and is the one who's the model in the facing pages a lot of times. And I also like the different sections. So there's a section for the beautician, the explorer, the hostess, and a few other ones that I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's like people who embody those qualities. I really like that. Darling is a really good magazine. If you haven't checked it out, you should already, or you should now. If you haven't checked it out already, you should do that. I will have a link to their website down below. If you like Darling, let me know. This is not sponsored, for the record. I just like this magazine, and I think other people would enjoy it too. So I'm just here to add value. Please hit thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you would like to see more from this human. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out. I am so sorry.